start with the session about the University of Applied Science in Frankfurt. It's a new partner, but we know that it will be a fruitful one. So thanks, Elisa, for spending some time this morning with us and introducing us to your university. So now the floor is all yours, and thank you again.
I will share my screen. So thanks for coming. And I will introduce the Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences for you a bit, and also yeah, some information about Frankfurt, and to see some nice pictures of Frankfurt, and also then about our English courses and programs we have to offer. So as you might know, Frankfurt is really in the middle of, quite in the south of Germany, not quite in the middle, but it's really easy accessible. To airports, we have a big airport, and also by train, so it can come pretty easily. So some information about the city. Like I said, we have a big train station, and you can travel from there to a lot of cities in Europe directly, to Paris or Amsterdam. And we have a really big airport that, yeah, you should have connections to from Spain easily. Then, of course, we have a lot of banks here in Frankfurt, European Central Bank, and a lot of international banks and German banks, German Stock Exchange, and all the high-rise buildings and the skylines. You see that's usually a lot of banks that have their seats in there, but also some residential high-rise buildings now. And we have a lot of international fairs going on, very international population in Frankfurt. So you would see that when you come here and travel on the subway, that a lot of languages are spoken. So you feel quite at home here, sure. Nonetheless, Frankfurt is not a really big city. It has about 700,000 inhabitants, so it's not like the biggest city in Germany or in Europe for that matter. But it can feel quite big with high-rise buildings, but there's lots of smaller parts in the city with older houses, and that are really nice for going out. So it's really nice and cozy, but it's also like an international city. So some impressions from the city. So we have this like the marketplace, the Römerberg, there's like the old historical houses, and the riverside where a lot of festivities happen. Of course, before Corona, there was a lot more going on, but hopefully there will be some more soon. That will happen there. And yeah, we have a new old town that has been restored. So the old city was destroyed after World War II. And so now a whole new old town was built, and it's really, we see it here in that picture. So looks old, but was just recently built. And of course, a busy shopping street in the city, and yeah, a lot of high-rise buildings where you have a nice view from. Then that's what I talked about. Like there's some cozy areas in the city with yeah, the older buildings where you can try the traditional food in from Frankfurt or from the state of Hesse, which is apple wine, so wine made from apples, pretty much, and green sauce, which you see here below. It's a sauce made of 7 herbs, and you eat it usually with eggs and potatoes. So you can look forward to trying that. And of course, we also have a first league soccer team. If you're interested in this, you could go get tickets for their games. And not more than Christmas markets. So now about university. We are a University of Applied Sciences, so we are more, yeah, our courses are more related to yeah, applying the knowledge that you get taught from the teachers. So it's not just theoretical knowledge, but you also have the chance to carry out everything in labs and yeah, in case studies, for example. So it's more applied to the real working field. We have about 16,000 students at the moment from a lot of nationalities. And we have one campus in the city center in Frankfurt, which you see up here from above. So we have 9 buildings. They are all centered around this smaller campus, and you won't get lost that easily. It's not so big. Like I said, professors and lecturers, they have hands-on experience in their field. So usually they come out of this field that they're teaching and have worked in this field also. So they are required to have about 5 years of working experience. So we have strong ties to the business world and also with several companies. The class sizes are small, about 30 students, and regular seminars and applied research is in cooperation with industry. We have 4 faculties, so Faculty of Architecture, Civil Engineering, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, Faculty of Business and Law, and which we have an agreement for, and Faculty of Social Work, but just to so you get an idea what we offer. And I looked up our English short courses in business so you can get an idea what courses are offered. So we have courses in International Business Administration. These are bachelor level courses. So these are 60 ECTS in International Business Administration that are taught in English. And we have some more courses from International Finance if you're more interested in the finance area that you could take. These are from different levels. The International Finance courses, so some are more advanced than others and you would need some finance-related knowledge to take them. But yeah, this would be the English short offers. We have, of course, more offered also in German. If you are able to speak German on a higher level, then yeah, we have more programs available in German. Business administration, public administration too. So if you're able to speak German, just you can let us know during the application period and we will give you the programs. We also offer a buddy program for our exchange students. So we will get a German student that will help you to settle in during the first days, and also we offer a free German intensive course that will start usually before the regular courses begin, and you could receive 5 ECTS for this. So housing is always a big issue, especially in a city like Frankfurt. So housing is expensive and also sometimes not easy to find. Therefore, we have a housing office that will help our exchange students with finding accommodation. We don't have our own dormitory that we could offer to students, but there are some state dormitories, so to say, and we have some rooms available there. And for the rest of the students, we can offer housing and private accommodation, but we will offer at least one housing or accommodation to all students, and yeah, hopefully that will fit. But the students can also ask our housing office for help if they want to look on their own. Of course, we can give that help. living expenses for Frankfurt. So just a general overview. It always depends, of course, on how much you spend for sports or leisure activities or food. So accommodation would be the biggest part, the biggest section that you would have to plan for because it is expensive in Frankfurt, maybe more than other German cities. So you should plan about 450 euros for accommodation. Of course, if you are placed in a student dormitory, it would be less than the 450 euros, but this would be one of the higher priced accommodations. So just that you know, have an idea and plan that this is like the biggest part you have to pay. So food depends, of course, how much you want to eat or eat out. In general, food is not that expensive. Grocery shopping in Germany is not that expensive. Clothing, study materials, textbooks are will cost something. Then health insurance. This is, of course, not relevant since you're insured usually in Spain through the European health insurance. This would be just if you wouldn't have European health insurance, you need to take the German health insurance, and that would cost a bit more. Liability insurance you would need for our housing, and in case you have damages in your housing. Then internet, of course, would be a thing you have to pay, and then leisure and sports activities. What also is required that students pay is administrative semester fees, one time per semester. It's not a tuition fee, but just an administrative fee that mostly covers semester ticket in Frankfurt. So you'd be able to travel freely with public transport with your student ID that you get upon arrival. And most of the cost that you pay here, the 330 euros, is for the public transport ticket that is included with the student ID. We also offer campus sports. These can vary each semester. We have outside sports like sailing, also skiing, ball sports, yeah, dancing, yoga. And yeah, you can check that out on our homepage with campus sports and see what we offer in that semester. And the deadline for our application for exchange students would be for the winter semester in first, yeah, which would be the next deadline coming up. And for summer semester applicants would be November 1st. And what you have to do for application is so you get nominated from the university, and then you get a link from us for our application database, and then you have to upload your documents, and we review them and give you feedback if everything's okay. And yeah, if everything's okay, then you receive your acceptance letter and more information. Okay, this would be our contact information. If you have any questions, you contact me or my colleague Carla Hannig through this email address, incoming-exchange@io.fa-usde. Or you can look up the information on our website, Frankfurt University. And yeah, just if you have any questions, write us an email, or you can contact your own international office first, and can get in touch with us. So thank you for your attention, and hope to see you soon in Frankfurt.
Thank you, Elisa, for this presentation. I have one question that may be important for our students. Is you have talked about English courses in two different bachelor programs. Can they mix courses of one program and the other, or they have to select one specific program?
I think I forgot to mention that. Yeah, they can mix the courses from the different programs. Yeah, there might be later some schedule overlap,
Yeah,
maybe, but it's a mix. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know if Alvaro, who is here, has any questions. So if there are no more questions, just thank you so much for your presentation and for being here today with us. And we hope to see you sometime either in Zaragoza or to have the possibility to visit you over Frankfurt. Thank you so much, Elisa.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.